Hey guys, back with another video, and I haven't had one in a little while. The last video I think I uploaded was my August TBR, which I do have a wrap up for my Christian readathon. But this video is for my book of the month. I have not had one in a little while. I like to show this part because I like the little phrase that they have on the boxes now. Warning, this may be illicit excitement. All right, so I canceled, well, not canceled, I skipped a few months over the end of the school year and the summer. I believe it was April, May, June. But I did not get a January, February, a July, or an August box. So I had a lot of credits. I didn't get a lot of books these last few months. So I had like 6 credits when I logged on. And I was like, oh, let me get this all taken care of and get a few books. I'm a teacher, so there are certain times of the school year when celebrations and stuff happens where you want to get some things for your students. And then at the end of the school year, I always like to get like little prizes and things that they can take home and have over the summer. It's usually a book, a workbook, and some candy. And then for my girls, I usually have like personal hygiene products that I can give them over the summer. And my boys usually like to take a toothpaste, toothbrush, and some deodorant. I don't know why, but I let them get like a little bit out of the care closet to take home for however long they need to, but usually they only take about a week's worth of stuff. They say they don't want to be greedy, which, I mean, that's nice for them to think of that way. Even though the care closet is for those students for that year, they don't have to save anything for the students for the next year. So I think it's really awesome that they do. But anywho, that's where all my money goes towards at the end of the school year. So I have to put some subscriptions on pause or cancel them altogether. Luckily, Book of the Month is one that just allows me to pause because I've been with Book of the Month since 2016. So yeah, I'm really happy I don't have to cancel and I can just skip when it comes to them. So anyway, I say all of that to now get into my book haul from Book of the Month. So first one is The Stranger Upstairs. I read the synopsis for this, and this is all that it took for me to be like, yes. So, and it's like not much on the back, but this is literally all it took. It says a gruesome history, a hostile neighborhood, a new owner with a shocking secret. Welcome to Blackwood House. Also, this title reminded me of the old movie People Under the Stairs. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they were under the stairs and there was a literal family upstairs, which I guess the other Book of the Month book, The Family Upstairs, should have reminded me of that. But that book, I believe, was a remake, and I knew that that one was a remake of gosh, I can't even remember the name of the movie. It was a book and it was a movie, and it was like the mom had moved away and moved back with her children, and the grandma made her pretty much just own her children to go and have this elaborate life somewhere else. And the older sister and older brother fell in love with each other, and I can't remember what the name of that movie is, but it's a Lifetime movie. I know because my mom used to watch it on Lifetime all the time. Anyway, The Stranger Upstairs reminded me of The People Under the Stairs, so I was like, why not? I'm gonna get it. Probably is nothing like, but also I got Ready Player One because this is a well talked about book. That is my literal only reason for getting it. I usually try to stay away from books that are talked about a lot when they first come out, and I did. This book has been out for some years now. Ready Player 2 has also been out for some years now. So I decided, since it's been out for a few years and the talk about it has gone down, because I didn't want to read or watch any spoilers or read any spoiler articles or opinion blogs or vlogs or whatever. So I wanted the hype to go down for me to be able to read it on my own and see what it's about. I'm hoping that I like it. I think it's under like thriller, but like fantasy, sci-fi type thriller, and I like those type of movies more than I like the books. But this book is really hyped up, so I'm like, I'll go ahead and try the books. Usually fantasy horror or fantasy thriller, the books usually read rather slow, which is why I usually don't partake in reading the books themselves. But I decided I was going to go ahead and give this a shot. Sometimes I surprise myself when I give it a shot. So, all right. Another book that's very talked about, but it's actually on some videos that are like, oh my gosh, this is a dark, crazy read. Don't read it. And usually those books, I'm like, I want to read it. It's called Killers of a Certain Age. I've seen this across a lot of TikToks where they pretty much recommend you not to read it. So I picked it up on a free credit. Like technically you pay for the month. You just don't spend it during that time. So right now it's free. Either way, I decided to pick this up because I'm like, I like dark reads. So yeah, I'm picking it up. Lastly, I didn't use all of my free credits because I wanted to also use a credit to maybe get a friend a book next month. There is a lot more birthdays in my church than this month, so I figured I might use one of those credits to get a friend a book. Anywho, last book. This one is talked about, but in a way of saying that it's kind of like the author Riley Sager type of writing, that if I like Riley Sager, I like this one. So I got it solely because of that, not because of anything else I've heard. And it is called The Last Party. And it says, at midnight, one of them is dead. By morning, all of them are suspects. And it kind of also reminds me of a whodunit. I love whodunits, so that's all it really takes for me to be able to read. Because I don't know, there's something about like whodunits, even though the tropes for all of them is the exact same, it's how creative the authors get in you trying to hunt for not hunt for, but find the killer. It kind of reminds me of Criminal Minds type of book where you, I don't know, just have to solve the case. And even though most of the cases are like somebody's dead, I want to solve the case. So I figured, why not? It says, the party to end all parties, but no one is here to celebrate. I do love the dust jacket of this. Although my dust jacket was ruined in the boxing of the book. But I'm not a person that's like, oh my gosh, that's going to make it or break it. They need to send another copy. It's all right. It'll fold back down. I just got to keep it the right way and let it sit for a while. So these are my 4 books. Very colorful indeed. So, yeah. Tell me what you think of my picks down below in the comment section. And if you have read any of these books, tell me your thoughts. Tell me if you think I'll like them, dislike them, if you are someone who follows me a lot and you kind of know my reading style. All right. And that's all I have for you today. Until next time. Bye. Oh, look, I also forgot this. I like it. In the throes of prose.